Hey guys, welcome back here to Advanced Bass Fishing, and appreciate you guys coming by the channel to check out today's episode. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the type of day that your odds of catching a big fish go way through the roof. It's like big fish, when you're talking about catching them, yeah, you can randomly catch them under a lot of different conditions, but there's a specific set of weather conditions and environmental conditions, water conditions, that if you get that to line up, your odds of catching big ones they go from just like being in the single digits to way up in the double digits when you get these type of days. So we're going to identify in today's episode the perfect type of a day that you want to go fishing to catch a big fish. Like, if you can watch your extended weather forecast and sort of plan your fishing trip around that day, I'm going to explain to you guys the type of day that you want to look for and definitely go fishing on in today's episode here. Also, guys, quick reminder before we get started, you guys may have heard me talking about it, but Tackle Warehouse has got their spring fishing sale going on right now. If you guys are looking to get some tackle for the spring, I'll have my Tackle Warehouse link in the description of this video. By using and bookmarking that link, guys, great way to help the channel out here and support the channel if you like the content. And also, guys, for the Advanced Bass Fishing channel members and for our Patreon members, I'm going to be having my second private live stream of the year coming up here probably within the next week or so. So if you're interested in being part of that, just go to the description of this video, join up on the Patreon member as a Patreon member, or you can join up as a channel member too and be eligible to be part of that live stream. So I hope to see you guys there. Okay, perfect fishing day. Spring. I'm going to talk specifically about this time of year, springtime of year. At the time of filming this video, we're getting towards the end of February. And when you're talking about catching big ones, guys, first of all, the number one month of the year to catch big fish is March. Pre-spawn in most parts of the country, that's when you want to try to get out there as much as possible. So here's what you want to look for as far as if you can plan a March fishing day. I'm gonna lay you guys out the perfect scenario to catch big ones. First of all, you want to go during the time of March when the water temperature is in the mid-50s. Mid-50s is when, in my opinion, in the springtime of the year, is when you have the biggest number of big fish up in like less than 10 foot of water, and they're actually biting. So pay close attention to your water temperature in and around that time of the month. The second thing with that is, let's say, for example, it's the middle of March or whenever in March, and you're hearing that the water temperature, is 55 degrees or so in the area that you're fishing. The next thing that you want to do is you want to look at the weather forecast, and here's what you want. Number one, you want the wind to be out of the south or southwest or possibly out of the west. Those three directions there, preferably a southwest wind. Usually what happens with the southwest wind is it's some type of not a prefrontal, but it's far enough past the front where everything is pretty much stable. In correlation with that south or southwest wind, it's going to help if you have somewhat of a windy day. Like wind needs to be blowing like, at least 10 miles an hour, 10 to 20 miles an hour is what you want. So you look at the forecast, and you want to have a windy day where the wind is directions out of the south or southwest. The next thing with that is it helps a lot. It's not an absolute necessity, but it really helps if you got some cloud cover, and it really helps if you got a little bit of rain. 55 degree water temperature, cloudy day, windy day, southwest wind, and some type of a steady or falling barometric pressure, which usually comes with those type of conditions there. So the main thing about that, guys, is like when you get those set of conditions out there, when you have water temperatures in that zone and you got that type of weather pattern, those are the conditions that activates the bigger fish to bite. And the activation of those conditions makes them very conducive to biting big lures that are reaction type lures. So when you're talking about the best lures to throw during that situation, the number one, we've talked about this before a lot of times, is a big spinnerbait. When you get those conditions, a big 3/4 ounce spinnerbait with like a number 6 blade on it, big thumping large blade with a big trailer, if you have a day like that, you're going to catch some big ones on that spinnerbait like that. Second would be some type of a full-size, larger chatterbait would be like the second option. A swim bait or a glide bait can come into play, like that Mega Bass Mag Draft, or some type of a glide bait. All those things can figure into it. And sometimes to a little bit lesser extent, like a larger square bill, like a 3-inch square bill crankbait, or even a big jerk bait. But main thing, I'll give you guys just a real good tip here. If you get those conditions that I just talked about, get your chatterbait out there, get your big spinnerbait out there, and the big swim bait, and your odds of catching some good fish are going to go through the roof when you have those conditions. It's like everything is lined up perfect for that. And that's the whole thing about big fish. It's like big fish did not get big by being stupid. They're a lot more aware and instinctual than smaller fish to get that size, because for a bass to reach the size of 5 or 6 or 7 pounds, the number of odds that it has to overcome is astronomical to reach that size. So you have to really capitalize on those type of conditions that make those fish want to bite, and those are the conditions that really fire up those bigger fish. So just try to plan your day around the conditions, plan your day around the weather forecast, and definitely makes a big difference. So anyway, I hope it helps out, guys.